Welcome to the Giant Snail Races!
Hello, and welcome to the Giant Snail Races, Wizard of Oz edition. I'm Racer X Going, your host, and I'm dressed as a Wizard of Oz because he just wore a black suit. And next to me is my lovely wife Saffron. She runs the sound and everything. And say hi. And she's dressed as the Wicked Witch of the East. Say hi, Saffron.
Hello everybody and welcome to the show.
Here is Salem the White, and she's dressed as Glinda the Good. And say hi, Salem.
Yes, hello everyone, I is Glinda the Good Witch. And we have a wonderful, lovely, the Wizard of Oz show for you. There's gonna be some excitement. Great, wonderful snails on board. We're gonna miss Tindy, however.
Okay, and then in this empty spot here is where Tindy would be if Tindy wasn't in the hospital. Say hi, Tindy.
Hello, everybody.
What are you in the hospital for? Pneumonia? Oh no! Well, get well soon. We all wish you the best.
I'm working on it. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks for decorating the set before you got sick. Okay, and then off to...
I'm glad to be help.
Okay, great.
Alright. Bye, everybody.
Good night, Tindy. Okay, and get well soon, Tindy. Alright, so why don't you tell us who's out there?
Right away, racers. So, for our second chance race, we got in the purple scarf, Gizmonamicon, also known as Iggy. The red scarf goes to Baldy McMillan. We find the blue scarf on the neck of Industria Dollar. Alden Cortez has definitely got the green scarf on and proudly wearing it so. The cyan scarf is on the neck of Serbi Serpente. Saffron Knightley has herself the yellow scarf. Mikel Orielno is wearing the orange scarf. And finally, last but not least, Bloodson Termagant has got himself ownership of the pink scarf. Those are our snails. It is now time to get to the buttons as soon as I get down there. Yes, Glinda the Good Witch teleports. Mm-hmm. Are we ready to go?
Yeah, we're waiting for you. Go ahead.
Let's go then.
Are we ready to go? I have to get to the button. I'm at the button. Alright.
Should be an interesting race here. A lot of talented snails out there.
Sure.
Oh, that's for sure.
All the ones that lost.
Meow, 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 3, meow, meow, 2, 1, meow! And we have blasted the wall with Toto 2, and it is go snails! On Devon Dreams for our second chance race of the day.
Great job, Tindy, on all this stuff. All those decorations and things. Tindy always does such a great job on her decorations.
A lot of collision stars going on as our snails go to the springs to get up to the shark tank.
Wow.
We're going to see a lot of fails on that one. Let's see,
Yeah,
Baldy didn't make it. Alden didn't make it.
Alden, Baldy, Iggy, and looks like Bloodsong didn't make it.
Bloodsong. Okay, who's in the lead here?
It's like,
we got Mike Oliano. Mike Oliano in the beginning, in there, and Industries in second, maybe. Some mash up there in the cars.
Yes, you can tell that by all the collision stars. My goodness, it's more of a bumper car race than it is a snail race.
Yes. They're in the air now, and it's Mike Oliano in second.
It's like Saffron Industria got a bad hop.
Ooh, and the two can hit it at once. Spring. Let's see him land. Let's see him land. Come on, let's see him land.
Why would you want to see them land? That's not exciting at all.
They are left. Let's go see them land. Oh god, I don't know. Did anyone miss 3 except for Alden?
I don't think so. I think they all hit it.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't have a HUD on, so I can't really
yeah,
tell.
no, yeah, that's what I was wondering. I was hoping somebody with a HUD on would know. Of course, I got
Salem, did
7.
they all make it?
Yes, they all did make it.
Oh, good.
And they all need to get to the 4th checkpoint. Baldy is the only one that was lagging
About
behind.
to change. Oh, we cut off there. Industria's got to go around. Hopefully she won't go all the way back through the maze the wrong way again, like her last race.
Looks like
And it's
Serva's
changed
gonna get
again.
the spring.
They're going back around the other side.
Mr. Serpente tried to spring and it succeeds!
Ooh, works great for him.
Went from 5th to 1st.
Good catch up there.
That's what that spring is good for.
We haven't seen Seba Serpente race since we did it through the city there. In this, I think what was the name of that compo or something? Convo? I don't know. It's a great New York sim, role play sim. And we're looking for a place to race. Do a cross, some kind of a sim race. One of those off the. If you know of a great place, and they'll let us use our sim, we need a place to go on and do our away race this month.
Yes.
Anyway, back to the race. This is what, the 3rd lap?
You got a Baldy Safra Serba mashup snail. Safra missed the first spring again, but gets the second one. Let's got a short hop. Whoa!
Ooh.
So we're deep in the center of our 2nd lap as the snails are now starting to head into the moving maze. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are first watching the snails, the moving maze is kind of self-explanatory. Every time a snail hits a trigger point at the beginning, middle, and end of the maze, the walls move around. This has caused a lot of changes in the race. Someone coming in
And the
last
maze,
could
it
actually
changes the
be
maze
first.
too. And the race. Okay, let's see. Let's see the winners. The Baldy's going up the ramp. Ooh,
Yeah,
Seba
Baldy's first.
doesn't get any lift on the 2nd try on that spring. He did great on the 1st try. Safra's hugging the edge there. She might fall through. Gizmo's just ahead of her. Got Seba's coming right up behind him. Baldy got a good lead now.
Yes, so Gaggle of Snails trying to catch up with Baldy McMillan, who is currently going across the shark tank.
Let's see how these snails do. They all get good landings there. Ooh, Safra
wow.
bounces way high. Hopefully but she didn't lose much ground on that. She got the forward momentum out of it instead of just going straight up.
Rest of the snails are crossing the line now, going to the final lap. Baldy's out in front here, clearing the way for the rest of
Now
them.
let's see. Only 6 snails are going on to the final race from this race. So the last 2 are out.
Pack is
So that's
so
really-
far.
Oh, Safra misses that first spring again.
So it looks like if the last 2 are out, it might be
Bloodtongue and Alden Cortez.
it's between Bloodsong, Alden, Cortez, unless they can pass Industria there. And Industria's been having a lot of trouble in the maze, so that will be possible.
And the first group's heading into the maze now.
And it looks like Serba Serpente has moved up, but we'll see what happens after they exit the maze.
What is
Oh.
Seba?
Yeah.
Good.
Seba's
That's good.
definitely-
Oh, and Baldy has to go around. And Seba's going to take the spring. This could be fatal.
Industria's heading into the maze
Oh,
now.
but it works. Keeps him way in the lead. Seba has got this wrapped up. And Iggy is second, it looks like. Let's go back to the maze for a second.
Industria's just now coming out of the maze. Alden and Bloodsong following closely behind. Looks like Industria could pass Michael right here on the ramp.
Nobody's going to try the spring. Yeah, it looks like.
Looks like Michael's got it.
Yeah. Industria's going to be in the final race.
Way to go, Industria.
And thanks for coming back again, Alden, and good luck next time, Bloodsong. Alright, and we got one numbered in res for you.
They're all in. I think it's about time for a recap.
First, it is second to 10 day. In second place, we have Gizmonomicon, Iggy, no, two others. In third place, Saffron Knightley. In fourth place, we got Baldy McMillan. Fifth place, Kel Orlando came in and quickly sneaking right on in, earned $3 in sixth place. And lastly, seventh place, Alden Cortez, and eighth place, Bloody Bloodsong again, have been eliminated. And well, good luck next week. Alright, so that was our placement, and now we will be back after these messages
From the first question.
on your computer and open up your mind as Pookie Amsterdam and Hydra Shafter broadcast from inside the Studio Dome located on the futuristic lands in Second Life. Yes, it is the first question, a fast-paced science-themed show with the best and brightest as contestants to answer these deep questions of the world, the universe, and all that is in between.
Okay, and these are our shops that are next to the snail track. And first off, we have Bad Kitty, and it's a great little shop with lots of stuff in there. And Salem gets some of the profit from that, so come shop at Bad Kitty. Next door, we have the lovely Yuki Desan's jewelry stuff, and it's great stuff. Come buy some; it's wonderful. You'll love it. And next we have Empty Shop. Empty Shop, come rent a shop. We have a shop available. And next to that we have this and that's. And she's selling these Pokeballs. And I'm sitting in one. You can see me there. And I can change poses and stuff. It's got a lot of poses. So it's only 100 lindens. Come buy one of these. And that's our snail shops. Thank you for watching. Okay, so here we are. Here are the results from the last 3 races of Season 1. Oh, and first I want to say, I took over for Weya's job a couple weeks ago, updating the leaderboard, and it's not as easy as it looked. I've screwed it up like 2-3 times now. Anyway, Weya's been very busy raising her baby, Daniel, and has asked us for another 6 months of maternity leave, so Weya won't be on the show probably till July. But in July, well, when baby was born, she wanted 3 months off, and then we gave her 6 months off, and it's been going on and on. Anyway, hopefully her baby will be under control by July or so, and she'll be able to sit and do the PC with the baby on her lap or something, or on the table. Anyway, so far, let's see, maternity, that's fine. Good for you, Weya, and I'm sure he'll be a fine snail someday. Okay, anyway. So far, I've screwed this up 2 or 3 times. First, I put 2 Garretts on the leaderboard instead of combining his scores, and had him tied for second. And in the 7th, and combining his scores, put him clearly had him in second and 7th, and then combining his scores, put him clearly in second by himself. Luckily, I caught that one before race day, so it really didn't even go out. But it was on the leaderboard here at the track. And then just last week, I added Saffra's 8 and 4, and somehow came up with 10. And instead of 12. And she was in 3rd place, but that made her add it wrong later and think she was tied for second or tied for first, but she wasn't. She when we added another 8 to that, came out to 20, and that puts her clearly in first place by herself, ahead of Gizmo. Gizmo, who's now dropped to 2nd place because he didn't show up last week. Gareth 8 is in 3rd place. And Tindalia, who started out the season with 2 awful races, came back with a 1st place last week, moving her from 6th place to 4th place. And keep an eye on Tindy, but she's awful sick with pneumonia, and she'll be back next week, hopefully. Anyway, she's just having an awful first season. Poor Tindy. Okay. That pushed Bloodsong down from 4th to 5th. And Moto moved up a notch from 7th to 6th. Mike Orliano, another no-show last week, drops 2 places down to 7th place. And Baldy came back last week after real-life broken leg and a lot of pain medication and stuff, and came back to race. Came in 4th place last week, putting him in 8th place here on the leaderboard. And Crash Soulstar, who was here for 2 weeks ago, and came in second to last, I guess. Or anyway, and he's at 1 point. That's our leaderboard. And now up to Salem and the best of show.
Thank you very much, Racer. And so we have 4 wonderful snails in our best in show this week. But first, honorable mention. Hopefully, we'll probably have a still picture of this of Tendalia Soothsayer's wonderful Wizard of Oz snail. She's a lightless, you can see a Dorothy snail. Get well soon, Tindy. Hopefully, you'll be here next week. That's our honorable mention. Our 4th place snail is not Moto, but Alden Cortez takes 4th place. A wonderful way to go, Alden. Gareth Albatross is the Tin-Man snail and takes our 3rd place. Saffron Knightley is very bewitching in her witchy snail and is looking very green around. So she is our little wicked witch snail. And last but not least, our winner of the best in show goes to Alden Cortez.
Huh?
Not Alden, no. Moto Gaffer.
And I think you went from 3rd to 1st, so.
Moto Gaffer is our winner of today's Best in Snail Award.
Hopefully that was all of our snails.
Good work, Moto, and so we're going to now go to our wonderful and brave Snail Dude with Racer X.
Hello, and welcome to the part of the show. Oops. Welcome to the part of the show where we put Snail Dude in the cannon and we shoot him off to the other side of the sim and see if he survives. It's a lot of fun. Isn't it, Snail Dude? Yes? Yes, it is a lot of fun. We always have a lot of fun doing this. Get in the cannon. Just get in the cannon, you silly nut. He loves this. This is his favorite thing to do. And he's in the cannon.
Prepare to be astonished!
He's up, he's away. Looks good. He's over the rainbow. Happy Wizard of Oz. Look out for that witch. Yay! Yay! Great job, Snail Dude. That's wonderful. Come on out and take a bow. That must be cold water. Ooh. And he's... Oh no! It's Dorothy's house has landed on him. He's not the witch. Oh, that's too bad. That is just too bad. That's wonderful, Snail Dude. Thanks for doing that. And we'll see you again next week. Okay, now it's up to Salem and the balloon with the best of show. All right, Salem, why don't you tell us who's out there?
Right away, Racer. And so here we go with our purple scarf snail of Moto Gaffer. Goldie McMillan is wearing the red scarf. We got Industrial Dollar sporting the blue. Gizmo Namakan is sporting the green scarf. The proud owner of the light blue scarf is Serpa Serpente. Saffron Knightley is got the orange.
How about yellow?
Yellow scarf on her neck. The orange scarf is being worn by Mikel Orleno, and of course, last but not least, Gareth Albatross has got on the pink scarf, and it's looking very tinny today. Those are our snails. It is now time to press the green button. The green candy button. The wonderful button. Are you a good snail or a bad snail button?
And Salem looks a little bit disturbing, but do you have black hair?
No,
How about a black skirt?
no.
No, that's just on my camera then. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes when stuff doesn't res, it just comes out black.
You'll probably be able to use my footage on that one.
Meow, 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 meow,
Okay.
three. Meow, meow, 2, 1. Meow!
She's so much more energetic this week than she was last week.
Oh god, that was so dreadfully slow last week.
And we have blasted the wall with 3 clicks to the heels, and it is go, Snails! On Devon Dreams for our final race of the day.
Looks like Michael fell asleep at the starting line there. He hasn't moved yet. Oh, no, wait.
Uh-oh.
Up, he might have crashed.
Might
He
have
disappeared
crashed.
there right in the massive stars.
Oh, that is not good.
Play, first play.
But that's what happens in snail racing. Oh, look, there's nobody there. We're missing all the action. A lot of stuff happened back there. Did you get it on bedtime?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
There was, I don't know, maybe 3 snails actually made it through. The rest of them missed a hop.
Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, one of the snails that made it is Industria, and she's on the bottom. Oh, you got to, and Industria doesn't know how to use that green arrow. You got to outside the shell, and then, oh, that's not good. And if you're too far away, it won't pop you up. But that kind of worked for.
We've got Baldy and Gareth just passing through the barriers, heading across to checkpoint number 3 at the mushrooms, followed by Moto, the flying monkey snail.
Oh, and set.
And,
Gareth 8 did a good job on that landing there. But Baldy popped ahead. Moto's in 4th.
They're fighting through those mushrooms there. Got Safra
5th.
making it through now. And followed by Industria and Iggy.
Go monkey, go! Ooh, it's a Tin Man or the scary monkey or the flying monkey. Trying to get in there. Ooh! Oh, who got it? Baldy pulls out.
Baldy, yes! All right.
I guess we know who Salem's rooting for this week.
Go, Baldy, go!
Oh, spring didn't work for Survey, and Gareth gets it this time. Launches him right in front of Baldy.
Yep.
Great landing too. Uh-oh.
Serba's falling through.
This is not gonna be
Okay,
good.
so it's still really close between Baldy and Gareth 8. Wait, Safra's got a chance in there too. Safra's on the top of the leaderboard right now. I don't think anyone's going to take that away from her.
I don't think so either.
Oh, but she's fallen into the tank.
She fell right into the circle there, though, so she should be able to recover pretty
She'll
quickly.
pop up. Yeah, that puts her in 4th, maybe 5th place. She's going to have to recover from that.
Gareth Albatross is taking a commanding lead in this lap. And he makes short work of the gates, but it does give Baldy some time to catch up. There goes our flying monkey. Landing at the 3rd checkpoint. Gareth retains his lead. Baldy's doing his best to keep up, but is falling behind. So there goes Gareth Albatross in the moving maze. As almost disadvantaged. Actually is disadvantaged now. He is definitely in the...
Yeah, Gareth lost himself up there in the maze again.
Yes, so
That
Baldy
is the gamble
McMillan
about
makes
taking the high road there.
Ooh, I don't know. We're watching a maze.
And Baldy's halfway up the ramp right now. Looks like
Oh,
Garrett's going to
Gareth
go
is
for the spring.
Yes.
Didn't work that time,
And
though.
Ooh.
That's going to get Baldy quite a lead there going into the final lap.
But the Tin Man just popped ahead of the flying monkey there. Industria and Moto's. Who's going to get through the round first? Looks like Industria got who was that? That is Gareth 8. Gareth 8 is in the lead, is in 2nd there, and Moto's in 3rd. Safra's almost in, well, Saber Serpente's in 3rd. 4th, I mean. Tied
Looks
with
like
Safra.
Moto's in third, Serba's in fourth. I would say Iggy's in fifth, Safra's
Yeah, he
in
goes
sixth.
just at fifth, sixth. Not Safra's day to day. It looks like.
You never know.
Looks like Baldy has
never
gotten
know.
the lead now this lap.
Yeah, keep going. Yeah, Baldy's doing great.
There's no taking away from Baldy now. He's too far ahead, and he makes his landing at checkpoint number 3.
Did he get 3? Looked like he did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. Okay.
Oh, Safra got a bad hop there. Gonna get the second spring now.
Seems like I think she just likes to get that second spring.
Maybe.
I think she does a bad hop on purpose. I'm probably giving away secrets I shouldn't be doing.
Aww. Oz McMillan is making his way through the maze, and he is out of there. Looks like the other snails are gonna really have to catch up, but no, it's obvious that Ball's gonna take away this race.
Unless
Gareth 8
something
was doing so
catastrophic
good.
happens.
Yeah, Gareth 8 was doing great, and then the 2 snails just passed him, Sebra Serpente and Moto, because of the gate change there. But he's gonna take the spring and maybe pop ahead of him. We'll see what happens.
Baldy just
No. He just,
lands there, gets the win there. Congrats to Baldy.
Flying
Way to go,
monkey.
Baldy.
Flying Monkey coming in.
Coming in
Second there.
second.
Oh, Moto.
Serbe gets
Good
up.
job, Moto.
Yep. Third
Sebra
there.
Serpente with 3rd. Safra with 4th?
No, it was Garrett with fourth.
Okay.
Oh, Gareth with 4th and Safra
And
with 5th.
then it's going to be Safra with fifth. And Iggy with sixth.
And who's still in the maze there?
We have Industria coming out of the maze now.
Thank you for coming back, Industria. Good job.
Great
Come back
first
again
race.
next week. I'm sure you'll do better.
Didn't quite have the luck of the draw in the last race here, though.
And that maze is really hard. If you're not used to if you don't know which way the maze goes, it's going to be really hard. And I believe that's our first day on the maze. There it is. How do we go to the recap?
Lord, where's Mike Aureliano? What happened to Mike?
He
Yeah.
crashed at the start of the race.
Oh yeah, he crashed at the start, yeah.
So
we had-
coming in first, we have Baldy McMillan. In second place, it is Moto Gafford. Coming in third place, we got Serbe Serpente. In fourth place, sneaking through is Gareth Albatross. In fifth place, we got Safra Knightley. Sixth place, Gizmo Namakan. In seventh place, it is Industrial Dollar. And crashed at the beginning of the race, Mikel Orleano. Poor guy. And that was our race. It is now time that we get. That's the time that we do every time and any time because we like doing it. Alright. Didn't get it right.
Snails, get on the cubes. It is that time of the show.
I hope they're on there. Because now it's the
everyone
time
but
of-
Industria.
well, Industry doesn't know. Okay, now is the time on Snail Racing when we dance.
Yay!
We know what the theme is next week. No, Tindy looks it up usually. We'll hope Tindy will be back so she can tell us what the theme is next week. If you want to know what the theme is next week, come look at the board. She'll have it up by everybody. Well, she doesn't. I don't know. Well, I don't know. Just ask me later if you need to know. Give me a ring. Tell me how I am. I guess that's our show. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night.
Night, night, all. Good night.